Well, Coach, what can you say?
Super proud of our team. Proud of the way we kept fighting. Towards the beginning part of the game, they're kind of going back and forth a little bit, but our guys stayed the course. We were able to, continue to score and give us some breathing room there. Proud of the way we bounced back after that turnover. Just super proud of the way our team's fighting right now. I just feel like we're still improving as a football team, and I like where we're at right now at this point in the season.
Talk about you talk about the drive after the turnover. Will, he made some nice throws there. He's shown that he can throw and run the ball lately.
He's been phenomenal the whole year, and the catch that Darryl Bonner made. Darryl's been a playmaker, this whole season. But that's been Will. He's been solid this whole year. He's run well. He's thrown the ball well. Guys have made some big catches. Tyler Carmona also had a big catch. And we needed to do that against them because, we were matching score for score at the beginning, and we need to find a way to get some separation.
You mentioned you feel like your team's getting stronger now. How important is that, especially you guys have 3 games left now?
I like where we're at. We've had to try to adjust some things practice-wise. There have been some guys, some media people that have questioned the way we practice. I'm not going to mention any names, but it's working out. I just feel like we're getting stronger as the season goes on, and it was all by design. Players are playing well. The coaches, Coach Jasper had a great offensive plan. Coach Pearson, the defense staff had a great plan, and just proud of the way we played. Really proud of it.
So we talked about Justin Norton, put him in the starting line last week, made some plays last week and then today.
And
put pressure on the quarterback and the interception.
Hats off to the kid. He stayed the course. It's kind of who we are. Kept his mouth quiet. I know he wanted to play. To be able to come home. He's a kid here from Metroplex area. So I know it's exciting for him to come home and play in front of his family and to do that well. But he's been playing well, and again, Coach Davis and Coach Green have done a really good job preparing him. Just really happy for him.
Can you talk about the third quarter? You outscored them 28-0. Sean White with the long run. Norton followed with the pick six, and that was where you won the game.
Yeah, we needed it, Wags. It was a huge opening drive. Like I said, offensive staff, Coach Jasper, then made some nice adjustments, and we had that big one, and then Justin to follow that up with the pick, gave us some breathing room, gave us some confidence, and we were able to close the door a little bit on them.
Let's talk about the focus of this team now. Obviously you've still got a couple of big games, but the championship game coming up next week, and what's riding on that possible.
Yeah, and so for us, it's 1 week at a time. It's old cliche that coaches always say, but that's really been our motto. Just move on to the next one. Whether you win or lose, don't get too high, don't get too low, and just prepare, keep preparing. But all of our focus has been to be in this championship game, knowing that we would like to be in that game, and we'll also have obviously the Army game after that. So we've been preparing this whole year, and fortunately right now things are working out the way we like to. We'll see what happens if we're going to be able to play at home. Obviously that'd be an advantage, but we'll wait and see. But we're really excited about where we're at.
Will continues to set records. He tied the Navy record for most games in a row with 100 yards. He's the first player in Navy history to pass for and run for 100 yards in 3 straight games. It's almost unbelievable, really.
Like I said, I'm running out of things to say about the kid. He's just week after week after week continues to raise up to the challenge and perform well. Obviously, he's doing a great job. Coach Jasper putting him in great spots, and just really proud of the kid.
Speaking of Coach Jasper, can you talk about the role that the offense is on? You're averaging like 52 points a game over your last 6 conference games.
And just really excited, too, because other guys were able to come in. But, our staff's been together a long time. Coach Jasper, Coach Ingram, Coach Judge, Coach Yokitis, Coach O'Rourke, Coach Colton. All of his staff has been together a long time. So we've seen everything. People try to do certain things against us. And, fortunately, our staff's been together a long time. And Coach Jasper's been doing a really good job leading that group.
Did you like what you saw out of Zach Avey in the?
Really excited. Really, really excited about him. Really excited about all the young guys, but really excited about what we saw from them.
You played Malcolm at slot. Is he going to go back to slot?
No, he's still going back.
Okay. Just wanted to get him in the game.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Got Tonio going.
Well, Tony, just tell us your thoughts on another win and moving forward.
Definitely, just a great win. I think, like Coach was saying, it's everybody played their butts off, and we came out with the win, and that was exciting.
Can you talk about the role the offense is on of late? First time Navy scored 60 points or more in 2 straight games since 1990. You weren't
17.
1917.
I was definitely not born for that. But it's just we just play our assignment sound, and just do our job. That's what we've been doing week in and week out. And that's what we will continue to do.
How much you looking forward to the championship game next week?
Looking forward to it. That's the only thing on my mind.
Thanks.
All right. Take care.
Will Ward.
How's it going?
Will, you tied that record, most 100-yard games in a row, 7. You tied Brian Madden. Do these records mean anything to you?
I mean, it's pretty neat. It'll be something that I'll look back on after the year probably, but right now I'm just worried about winning games.
The offense really clicked, especially there in this third quarter when you outscored them 28-0.
Definitely. I mean, just everything's rolling right now. Just got to keep it rolling for a couple more weeks.
We'll talk about clearly right before halftime there was a fumble. They took the lead shortly. Just talk about the drive after. There were a couple of nice passes y'all had there, and just talk about that drive.
Definitely. I mean, we were a little upset to turn the ball over right there, but we knew we'd get the ball to start the second half. So to be able to put points up on the board right before half and then come out and do it again in the third quarter, it was definitely huge for us.
You guys, all these scoring and all this, but just talking about where you guys are getting ready for for this championship game.
I mean, we're just fired up. This is exactly where we wanted to be. The entire offseason, this is what we worked for. So we're going to put all our preparation into this week and see what happens.
Coach talks about you guys getting stronger. Is that how you guys feel right now?
We feel great. Just got to keep things rolling right now. Thank you.
Micah Thomas.
I got to run down.
Okay.
Micah, obviously, when the offense puts up points like that, the defense just needs to get a few stops, and that's what you did.
Yeah, I mean, they can't. I mean, most people can't stop our offense. Will does a great job. Our A-backs block, like everything, just clicks, and I mean, we get a couple stops, we can get up, and I mean, we're going to score almost every possession. So
how big was it to hold them to a couple field goals? Because that enabled you to get some separation.
I mean, same thing. I mean, if you hold them to lesser touchdowns, I mean, our offense is going to score touchdowns. That's what we do. So it's the same thing as.
Coach talked about getting stronger as the season goes along. Do you feel that is the case?
Yes, especially on defense. I think we're coming together. People are playing with confidence a little more. People were thinking a little more earlier in the year. I think we're just having fun now. Once we made our second half adjustments, I mean, you saw what happened. But I think we still have a lot of improvement, and we're just going to get ready for the next game.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Justin Norton, hey, good to see you. Bill Wagner, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, how great does it feel to come back home and have a pick six?
I mean, it feels great. I don't live too far from here, so a lot of people come out, come see me. It's pretty fun.
Where is Skyline High in relation to Dallas? Is it right outside in the?
Yeah, it's not that far. It's like maybe 15 minutes away.
So how many people did you have here, Justin?
I want to say maybe 15.
Really?
15,
Okay.
maybe. Yeah.
Can you talk about, you weren't playing and when an opportunity presented itself, you were ready.
Yeah, I mean, Josiah Powell pretty much has been coaching me up. I played safety last year, so I played the same type of nickelback in high school. It was like when I got my shot, it felt like back in high school. It feels good.
Can you talk about that adjustment from safety to outside linebacker? What's been the toughest part?
I mean, I played in high school. I played nickel in high school. That's what I played.
So it was very similar?
It was pretty much almost the same thing, so I felt very comfortable. It's like being back home. It's like really great.
What can you do? You had 8 tackles last week against ECU, the big plays today. What can you, how do you explain being able to come off the bench cold and play so well after not really playing all year?
I mean, it's just, Coach always says, do your job. I'll just right spot, right time, did my job, play for my brothers. That's pretty much, it's that simple.
And how did you kind of sense at that play? Did you jump the route? How did that interception occur?
They actually got me on the earlier, the first drive. We're supposed to sink in coverage. I came up and took the out. I wasn't supposed to, and coach reminded me to stay on the hash, and I sunk. I dropped the first one, do the same thing again. I made sure I changed gloves actually, because I felt like my gloves were messed up, but whatever. Picked it off. It's pretty fun.
When's the last time you scored a touchdown?
High school.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, buddy.